Hey everyone, Spiero here. You're watching Buy and Hold Fundamentals. This week we're switching over to Milwaukee. Going to be looking at a bunch of neighborhoods. Not that I know what they're called off the top of my head. Walker's Point, Clark Square, and probably over into National Park. As far as our initial sales criteria, I've filtered out all of the potential listings, left just the for sale stuff that's actually for sale, and filtered on anything over $150,000. So with all that said, let's get cracking and see what we can find. Okay. Grab prices and do all of, not like that, as if I've forgotten how this goes, right? There we go. Grab the home value 725Y. There we go. 725, and now we're ready to go here. Don't get excited yet because this is all sort of been zeroed out. I've just left in an exaggerated assumption for the insurance. Everything else we're sort of picking up. Obviously the vacancy rates, property management, repairs, and catbacks are in place. Let's see what the taxes look like. Nothing on taxes. And you know what I'm going to do is see if there's something else here that can give me a clue. Just on the taxes. 840. So that's what we'll use. 840. And let's see where we're at. Expense ratio looks normal. Rent ratio looks good. And we're getting $92 and 7%. 2 and 7. Now we're ready to look at this guy. It was also 50,000. Let's see what the tax rate's the same. Let's say what the rent's higher for some reason. That's always interesting. Let's grab that one and stick that over here and go in here and just change the rent, and that's gonna give us even better results. 197 and 14%. 197, not 15 but 14. 3-bed 1-bath. 2-bed 1-bath. Maybe it's just the other bed probably. And let's see what we got here. $73,000. Home value $650. No. 73. 650. Under a percent. Let's see if that still works for some reason. That's taxes, and taxes are, as always, it's the taxes that do everything. 2,700. That one's not going to work. Negative 196. Negative 10%. minus 196 minus 10%. And we're off to these guys. Let's see what this gives us. Okay. $6.95. And we're over here. Taxes 1946. That's still not working. 114, 6%. And that was -6. What have we got here? And I'm not even going to look at this because I'm not looking for rehabs. Let's see where this one gets us. $6.50. That's not going to work either. So far, sorry, go back. So far, what we're seeing is if the rent ratio is around the 1% or below, these puppies don't cash flow. So we're getting a -168 and 8%. -168, 8%. Which means you got to find the ones that do. Yeah, not looking at this one either because this is going to be a rehab too. Okay. The only thing that those shitholes tell us is that they give you some kind of indication as to what a rundown place is going to go for. And then looking at the rest of the places, you're going to get some kind of indication of what a functioning rehabbed one is going to go for. 700, and we're going to look at 1384, and again here -64, -3. Let's get that in here. 64, -3. And again, we're seeing, just like in Greenville, fluctuations around tax, and to what extent they impact how the property cash flows or not. No need for that to be read. And I think I'll have to look into what the declared tax rates are and see if that sort of matches up with That's interesting. If that matches up with what we're seeing on the values for these homes, or if there's room to play around with them one way or the other. So let's see if that theory about the 1431, about the rent ratio taking us over the top, and it does. So here you see we're getting a 1.6 rent ratio, something like that, and we're well back into green country. Deals. So that's a great quick indicator. Looking at this market, if you're, let's say, above 1.5% for the rent ratio, then you're probably going to be, let me put it differently, that's going to make giving a certain property, make it worthwhile to give it a second look. 173 and 10%. 73, 10%. And next one. Okay. There you go. Do that. And do that. Nothing on this. Investment opportunity, 2 houses, blah, as is. That's cool, but I mark that as red. And we're going to start putting in a new column, insert. Two houses. Figure out market rents. Worth a look. Okay. Next, what the hell's that? $8,000. $8,000 for complete crap hole. And you're probably buying into $20,000 worth of back taxes, so it's $30,000. Not sure that's that interesting. Unless you got a good what's going on? Come on. Unless, of course, you got a good operation running and you can actually take that in stride. But for the likes of me, that's not. Another one of these weird pictures. For the likes of me, it's not that interesting. And there we go, 80,000. Okay, it's a duplex, 1405 rents. Okay, there's a claims of actuals. That's a good, what's this estimating? Interesting. 2017. So that's interesting. This, I guess the Zillow can't figure out that it's a duplex. It's giving some kind of estimate for one place when the Listing agents claiming that this place is bringing in rents of $14.05, which brings it well over the 1% rent ratio, and therefore it's cash flowing. Hold on, I forgot. 288, 14%. 288, 14%. So that's potentially interesting. $8.95. $8.99. Let's see where this gets us, but that's gonna work out to $8.95, $8.99, $2.34, and 21%. 234 and 21. Okay. What else have we got? Why don't we look now? Let's go here then. Okay. 75. 2714. And that's what killed it. Negative 9, 0%. And the question is that 2,000-3,000 worth of taxes reality and some of these places haven't caught up yet, or did that guy get screwed for some reason because he put in a jacuzzi or whatever and triggered a tax hike? 950. Or put in an extra bathroom, or whatever it is that's doing that. But those are the kind of things we'll need to figure out. 1383 and 121, 7%. 121, 7%. Okay. Where were we? Over here. Okay. Let's cheap ass duplex. Probably gonna be more, but 995. Let's see how that pans out. Okay, I'm gonna call that 2,000 then. 20, 10, 90%. 10, 19. No tax info. Rents duplex. Okay. What else? Tax foreclosure. Yeah, no. That's rehabbed, but let's see if that then actually still works. There we go. Let's call it 1,000. Okay. It's not going to pan out. Minus 30 and 1%. Minus 30. Minus 1. Probably rehabbed. No. Info on rent or taxes. Curious enough to want to maybe have another look at that, just so that I get a better idea of what sort of place like this that from a price perspective sticks out. What's the logic behind it? Blah 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 blah. Foreclosure. That's a decent place. That might be interesting. Now rents missing. I'm gonna go 850. No taxes. Leave them as is. 62 4%. 62 4%. Mark these in red as well. Missing rent and tax info. Back to the next one. Not me over there, but me over here. Let's work our way down. Another duplex. Okay. 745. I'm gonna call that 1,000 because it's a duplex. It's probably under market too, but I don't know yet. Taxes are also not. I'm leaving those, but that's getting kind of interesting. Duplex missing real rent and tax. Let's see what we got here. Why would that be that high? I don't know. Maybe that's the norm. Don't know enough yet about this town. 1372. but I do know enough to mumble to myself. There we go, 243 and 17%. 243, 17. And we're back. We're gonna go to this guy. There we go. Seem to be the same dude that's doing the other ones. Yeah, it's the same kind of price. It's a duplex. Call that 1,000. Let's see if there's anything on taxes. Nope. So we're going to leave that where that is. Let's see what that does. $99, 5%. 5%. Okay. We can do it. There we go. It's sort of up in the high end for what we've seen so far. Let's see if we got enough info here to actually have 11, 50. Where does that take us? 1150. Any surprises from a tax perspective? 2089. 89 gives us a negative 22, 1%. Negative 22, negative 1. Negative 1. Because that rent ratio is not there. That's what's missing. This guy. Let's drop 10,000. Isn't managed to rent. Tenants pay. Blah blah. Large 3. And we know actual rents. Okay. What's this saying? That's way off. 1256. $23, 2%. That's why nobody's biting. 23, 2. Okay, so that's our first 20 properties in Milwaukee. I think it's pretty interesting. There's a bunch of questions here, as usual, about taxes. I've got big questions about actuals as far as rent's concerned. I think that these estimates are way off. We're seeing that for some of the duplexes where we have actual rents published, as well as this last one where we're getting an actual rent and the estimate was over. But that's what makes this interesting. So we'll continue tomorrow. My name is Spiero. You've been watching Buy and Hold Fundamentals. If you like what you're seeing, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. That would be a great help. And I'll see you tomorrow.